Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Tulsa show. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. And if you are not aware of why we are here, go ahead and take a look at the description and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, thank you all for coming in. If you're a new subscriber, I want to thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I definitely want to thank you for returning. So, if you know, you know. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that cash app because it's After Dark with the Goddess. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I did want to come and share some important information with you. I know you all have seen me informing and bringing awareness to the injustice that I'm receiving here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the support that I'm needing. I would like to share a clip with you on here, and it's about 8.5 minutes long. And I wanted to let you all know that I want you all to just, if you don't believe me, just, or us, if you don't believe us, because my rooster's everywhere I go, that's okay. But I really want you to understand, do your research on Tulsa, and so you can understand where I'm coming from. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and play the clip.
He is the founder and executive director for Greenwood. He's an attorney with a nationwide practice that includes advocating for reparations for the survivors of the 1921 Tulsa Greenwood Massacre and citizenship rights of Black Creek Indians. He's also an adjunct professor at the University of Oklahoma, teaching courses on African and African American history, culture, and other issues. He received his JD from the University of Oklahoma College of Law, holds a Master of Education degree and a BA from the University of Oklahoma. And we welcome you, and you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman. In Tulsa, the racial and economic disparities that we see today is a direct result of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. Those are not my words. Those are the words of the current mayor of Tulsa, G.T. Bynum. And these disparities that we all know exist, some of these disparities, if you've already heard, is that we live 11 to 14 years less than our white counterparts in South Tulsa because we have no health care. We have no hospital. North Tulsa, Black Tulsa is where I live, where I grew up. I'm a son of Greenwood, a proud product of North Tulsa. We have no hospital. We're shot and beaten by the police 3 to 4 times more than our white counterparts in Tulsa. We have 35% of our people, Black people in Tulsa, living in poverty. We own our homes 2.5 times less in Tulsa, Blacks, than white Tulsans. We have evidence after statistic after statistic. Yet, our mayor, our city, our county, our chamber, they oppose justice. They oppose reparations. They oppose Mother Randall, Mother Fletcher, and Mr. Ellis, who you heard from today. I am here today because the city of Tulsa has failed us. They bombed us. They burnt us. They killed us. They looted from us. They destroyed not just our property, not just our livelihood and our lives, but our legacy, our generational wealth. The idea of Greenwood, a freedom mind state, land ownership, and wealth concentration. They took that from us. And then they put in a system of policy violence that continues to this very day. So much so that right now, as I speak, the same perpetrators of the massacre, the city, the county, the chamber, the state, are utilizing the massacre to pad their own pockets. They're utilizing the branding of the massacre, the narratives, the names, and the likenesses of people who suffered, who died, who was treated as refugees, who lived in internment camps for 18 months, who had to be signed out by a white person with an ID card. These people who have raised more than $30 million in the name of the massacre for what they call cultural tourism. Not one penny has been given to any of the survivors. Not one dime has been paid for the claims that are still outstanding. The claims that these sophisticated, wealthy Black people had the wherewithal, the savviness to have insurance policies. Over 1,400 claims remain today. Over $50 million. We know who these people, who's owed this money. We know who made the claims. We know where they lived. We know what was taken. We also even know some of the insurance companies that are still active today. I want to give you their names. CNA, AIG Companies, the Insurance Company of Pennsylvania, Westchester Fire Insurance Company, the Hartford, Great American Insurance Company, Insurance Company of North America, North River Insurance Company, California Insurance Company, Phoenix Insurance Company. We have reached out to these folks, asking them to engage in a conversation of how they can directly benefit those who they failed 100 years ago. And just like the city has refused, just like the state has refused, just like the chamber has refused, we have not got any of the insurance companies to engage in a meaningful discussion with us at this time. The banks failed us. Thousands of the survivors of Greenwood lost their life savings in the banks because their bank books burnt up and they couldn't get their money out. And we've researched and found at least 17 of those banks we believe are still operating through Chase and Bank of Oklahoma. We want a conversation with them also. The courts failed us. There's been over 100 lawsuits filed on this issue, and not one has been heard on its merits. You heard from my clients. I have the great honor to serve as lead counsel. These three wonderful, amazing people you heard from today. We went through hell to get here. Mother Fletcher traveled yesterday from 6 a.m. in the morning, and we didn't get in to our hotel till after midnight. This woman didn't complain. This woman didn't have anything to eat. She said, I got to be here. I want to see justice. Representative Cohen, Representative Nadler, Representative Jackson, I was here in 2007. I appreciate you still being with us. But as you know, we have lost so many since that hearing. Otis Clark, Dr. Olivia Hooker, John Hope Franklin. And even we've lost my great mentor, Charles Ogletree. He's not gone, but he's not with us. People who have fought. I'm literally standing on the shoulders of so much people who have suffered so long. We are coming to you. I am coming to you in the name of my community, my people, my clients, asking that you do for us what this Congress has done for the Japanese internment victims, what this Congress has done for the 9/11 terrorist victims. We're asking to be treated as full human beings. We're asked to be treated, that it is a belief in America that Dred Scott is not the law of the land, that the Black man does have rights that America must respect. And I know my time is getting low, but let me just finish with this. Hal Singer. Show you how powerful this issue is. Hal Singer was a world-renowned physician. He was a Greenwood survivor. He was dying over the last summer, 2020, in France. He moved from America because of racism. He had a stroke. He was blind. He was on hospice, dying. I felt bad because I was communicating with his family. I said, you know what? Maybe I should stop calling you guys because this time period. His wife admonished me. Said, "Are you crazy?" Till he died, Paul Singer is going to fight justice for what happened to his parents, his community. She sent me a letter that he wrote in 2007. This is what he said. "I've never had a lot of faith in the legal system of black men. That's why I moved to France. And I know we will lose a lot of battles. We must continue to fight for our rights and our dignity. I am here fighting the rights and dignity of Mother Fletcher, Mr. Ellis, Mother Randall, my community. And I'm asking you to help us fight, grant us legislation that pays the Constitution, gives us the ability to restore what was lost so we can rebuild the next 100 years. Thank you."
So when you say 100 years ago, that treatment was still unfair and it's still happening today. And we have our black brothers and sisters sitting here calling and inciting violence. You're a disservice. You're harming the community. To that black brother that decided to pick up his phone and his recordings devices and to sit up and call a hotel and incite more violence. That brother know who he is. Me and his brother had not had a conversation. The only thing he had was the news article. You know what I mean? Let's bring awareness to protect the black women. Your mother's black. My brother that did that to me, your mother is black. What if a man put his hands on your mother, your sister, your wife? Think about it. It can happen to anybody, guys. It can happen to anybody. You got these black men, and I show up for my brothers and my sisters. Why tell me to shut up and be quiet? Why you sitting up here making fun of me? It's sad. The injustice that my people, my ancestors, my family members had houses on Greenwood. We wasn't able to retrieve it because it wasn't able to be passed down in that legacy. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. It's not you. It's not your own. So you don't give a damn. You want to cater to that mainstream media. The mainstream media. Let's go ahead and let's tear this black sister down. Even though we didn't cover the story when she reached out to us, let's tear her down. Disgusting. Disgusting. Horrible. So much hatred. I mean, literally, you got to have a lot of hate in your heart to go and monetize off of someone's pain. I said it before. If you're not gonna ride with me, don't ride on me. Just get out the car and go your own separate way. I'm really just still stuck on this black gay male went to defend a big black man that attacked me. He wasn't there on the scene, but he decided to call and let them people know that was not a hate crime towards that transgender woman. That right there, that still burns my biscuits. I just say, Lord, have mercy on him. I really do. And see, this is the thing, you know, are you in the middle of being saved and about that life? Okay. Because, yes, I love the Lord, but I'm about that life in a different way. I'm about that life in a different way. I'm willing to challenge, I'm willing to have that conversation. Oh, absolutely. And we have Associate Minister Reserve Deacon Mr. Terry Jones up in the building. Shout out to this brother for always praying for a sister. We have a circle of prayers, um, and men of God and women of God. And I thank you for that. I thank you for um, putting the word out there in the community and having our sisters and brothers uplift the sister when, when a sister's just, going through it. Right now, I am going through it. And that those that understand, they understand. Ms. Queen Tulsa makes genuine deposits in the Bank of Trust. When she speaks, her words come from a place on genuine love and genuine compassion. And that is true. And that is true. We've got to do better, people. We've got to do better. While you sitting up laughing at somebody take down your sister, you might as well get your ticket and wait for your number to be called because you'll be next. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. But just know that you got a ticket in your hand that's got to be called. Understand that. Trauma can happen to anybody. An attack don't have a time or a date or a name on it. Be mindful when people are telling you something that's going on and you don't want to help, just excuse yourself. Excuse yourself. Don't try to tie yourself to it. Don't try to get your moment. Don't say, hey, I want to talk, and then you up there with all that foolishness. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Is she having an egg? Oh, my goodness. I think we have a birth. Okay. My hen, she's in here making noises. Okay. He's about to say something. What's up? Do you guys hear this? Okay. I don't know what they're over there doing. Y'all know how I feel about my animals. I'm an animal lover. These are my pets. And yes, they bless me with eggs. But don't mess with me and my animals. I'm definitely an animal lover. Yes. I just wish that people would just take my story serious. Please help me with my Cash App and my GoFundMe. If you have not seen my GoFundMe, it's definitely on my community wall. Yes, on my community wall, you can definitely go over and just check it out. And also, guys, am on I'm on Station Head now. So it's Queen Tulsa on Station Head. I'm there now. You get the more like raw content over there. And yeah, when I need to let it out or give it up, that's where I go. Oh yeah. When I want to let it out or give it up, that's exactly where I go. Okay, so actually I'm looking for my GoFundMe and I'm looking for my wish list. But my wish list is on there. So you can either, if you want to go through my wish list, look and see like some family games or something that you just want to get us. If you want to, suggestion, not a command. And then we also have our GoFundMe, which is right here. We haven't got any donations yet. I know they're coming. They just haven't reached yet. I think that, it's just taking people, some time. Payday comes, it's okay. Just in your timing. I'm not Trust me, I'm not going to hound you, but I want to let you know that this is available. If you would like to donate, um, there is a section right here where it explains my story, what you know, what transpired, and what it's going to. So, in that order, you can find this on my wall on my YouTube channel. Okay, this is a suggestion, not a command. I'm looking for a hand up, not a handout. Okay. So I definitely wanted to throw that out there. And I'm going to keep talking. I don't care if people are saying, well, what does the 1921 race massacre have to do with you? Well, it's a lot to do with me. Okay. It has a lot to do with me. I have roots here, my family. Yes, I have roots here. My family's house has gotten taken out by that 1921 race massacre. That was not a riot. That was a massacre. Burnt my people up. What if, I just feel like if my name was Sarah Page and I was at that hotel, oh, he was going to jail. If I was that white woman, justice would have been, oh, on my side. Child, he would have been up in cuffs. That big black man would have been in handcuffs. Oh, yes, he would have. Oh, yeah. Hi, are y'all visiting me? What's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? That's not food, honey. That's not food. That's not food, honey. That's not food, baby. It's okay, Mama. It's okay. Say hi. It's okay. It's my baby. These are my babies. This is my happy. Yeah, it's okay, Mama. It's okay, Mama. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, she's not heavy at all, child. She's not heavy at all. They're just in here checking on me, child. All right, I'll get off. All right, so my babies are saying that it is time for me to get off. It is time to leave. This is the Goddess Tulsa radio show. All right, and we are out. Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget the